Afternoon, good people from Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. Welcome to Rob's Room, the show where we can talk about everything from the pimples on your booty to who's president of the United States.
Why you so dry?
I'm dry for now.
You dry. You really
It'll
dry.
kick in after a while. Of course, I'm here with the with my gorgeous co-host Shannon Boo Bannon.
What up, y'all? What up?
Yeah, man. So
He real dry today. Real stinky. Real ew. I don't like it.
Oh my God, this girl always giving me the blues, man. What's up with y'all though, people? How was y'all holidays? What you do? I know you a mother, but what you do for Father's Day, Shan? This past weekend,
I worked.
you worked. Oh well, I wish I could have did that. I ain't do that. I'ma just
Happy
say
Father's Day to
I'ma-
all the daddies.
I'ma just say give a special Happy Father's Day shout out to Robert E. Higgins Sr., my motherfucking dad. What's up, champ? Love you, man. Love you the long way. You already know how we stand. Um, what's going on though? What's up with you though, short? How things going on your end?
I'm good. I'm great. Ain't nothing new going on with me.
Nephew,
Living
what's
life.
up?
Just living life. Enjoying the summer. The kid is out of school for the summer, and I am winging it. I'm winging it.
Yo,
Having some. I ain't even doing nothing for real. I'm just enjoying doing nothing for real.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, doing nothing. Not like literally nothing. Working. I've been working. I just did 6 days straight working.
I ain't gonna lie, like
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, the work thing. I got this second by me taking on this second job. I ain't even gonna lie, I ain't even had time for my motherfucking self, like no social life, no nothing. I ain't been able to do shit. All I've been doing is work because I got my new job. I work 4 days. I work Monday through Thursday, and my regular driving job I work Monday through Friday, 2 Saturdays out of
Oh,
every
so
month.
you do work.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I work like a motherfucker. I know it don't seem like it,
Wow.
but I work. You know, fuck you, Shan. She an asshole. She always think.
I mean, I didn't know, Tommy. I didn't know.
Listen, man. I don't.
And you got some, but you do have some new endeavors. We talking about that today?
Yeah, we could do that.
All right,
Let's talk about.
Let's talk about your new endeavors. You sent me some stuff. I read it. Let's talk about your.
Okay,
I'm
so-
excited for you. So
Yeah,
let's talk about your new endeavors.
So my second job, I'm a substance abuse counselor, and I'm an assistant manager for PRP. So right now we currently looking for we definitely looking for people to sign up. You know what I mean? If you having problems or you feel like you need therapy or whatever the case may be, slide my DM or my inbox, and I can get you the proper help that you need. Not just that, but yeah, we working, man. I'm out here working, man. And, you know, everybody know I got my own trucking company and shit, so I drive regularly. Aside from that, I do the podcast thing, and then speaking of which, we will be we making big moves in that department as far as with the podcast thing is concerned. I got my own studio as being constructed right now as we speak, and I'll still be associated with Timeless JMJ, but we will be making moves to go to ASAP Studios pretty soon. So it'll be a different decor, different background, and things like that. But like I say,
Excited.
V gave me my shot, so by her giving me my shot, you know what I mean, I owe her my loyalty for that. So I told her that I will do things here, but I'm gonna be doing things over there as well. So that's, you know what I mean, that's what's going on in my life right now. To all the guys out here, man, that's not a holiday father and do shit on birthdays and poke your chest out and shit like that, man, I salute y'all. happy Father's Day to all y'all, man. I know I probably said it on my post, but to hear it come from a father that I'm active in my kids' lives daily. So, you know what I mean? I definitely salute everybody that's out here being a dad every day to deal with them tears, wipe the tears from their kids' eyes, change them pampers, take them to school, pick them up, help with homework, have those life talks with your kids when they transitioning from being an adolescent to a teenager. It's a lot of things. It's a lot of things that you know, we the unsung heroes. A lot of us dads, we don't get a lot of credit because women are always given the top praise and the top credit all the time. But it's a lot of us good guys out here too. It's a lot of good motherfucking fathers out here. And for all those, you know who you are, I salute y'all, man, because it's a lot of us. It's a lot of us out here. But I ain't gonna tie y'all up with that. You know what I mean? Father's Day over. We got our little one day of glory. But
You want to talk about your summer camp?
yeah. Go ahead and read that off for me, Shannon.
All right,
Oh,
so
man.
Rob has his summer camp that starts. It's July 11th through August 10th. It's a kids summer camp, ages 5 and up. Free registration. You can email guidinglivesmd@gmail.com. You can call 443-825-4141. Yeah. July 11th through August 10th.
And we out here, man. We not just doing that like when I say we trying to get we active, man. We gets to it. So this weekend we'll be doing a meet and greet over Northeast Market. We're gonna post up out there. We're gonna have T-shirts. We're gonna have free burgers, free hot dogs, chips, sodas, drinks, whatever you want. And all we ask is if anybody got any questions or something like that, ask questions. And if you want to, you got some people that need to be signed up, that need some therapy or whatever the case may be, by all means, come get at me, man. Holla at me. When we going to make it happen for them. Definitely a family-oriented organization. It's very, it's structured, and it's a very good program. So if you need the help or know somebody that need the help, holla at your boy.
What's up?
On another note, man, what the hell is going on in the world, man? What the hell is going on? What is going on with everybody, man? I scroll up and down social media 24/7, 365, and I'm always seeing something. It's always something. So what the hell is going on? Are you on Twitter?
I have a Twitter page, but unless it's something I see something like that, something that's really trending and it makes its way to Instagram, and I specifically go to Twitter and search for that. I'm never on Twitter.
I never been on Twitter. I've always heard about it, and I always, it seemed like they make it like Twitter real messy.
It's definitely Black Twitter is a thing. Yeah. It's definitely a thing.
So it's two Twitters.
It's
basically.
Definitely a thing. Definitely, most definitely.
I heard somebody else. I heard a celebrity say that. They said it's two Twitters. You got a regular Twitter,
and you got Black Twitter.
Absolutely. They say Black Twitter, the mother.
Oh yeah.
Yowza balls.
I almost feel like there should be a separate app. It should be Twitter, and there should be a Black Twitter app.
Well,
most definitely. What did you see?
I'm trying to. No, they was talking about the girl Megan Good. About Megan Good with the dude that played on Creed 3.
Yeah.
And
he went to trial.
On a trial for domestic violence, beat somebody up, or they say allegedly
raped somebody or something.
These days, I look at shit from a whole different standpoint. Like, people out to get money, and they're going to get the bag by any means. So they're going to drag you and do everything that they can to bring you down. That's how I look at it. Now, that don't knock some dudes for actually, because there are some dudes that are actually guilty of shit and they use their celebrity as a shield to do shit and think they can get away with it. But I don't think that's the case in most cases. I really think that motherfuckers are targets and people need money and they gonna make you an example.
Yeah.
Case in point, the boy Zion Williamson that played for that played for the Pelicans. Young people, let me explain to y'all young dudes something, because I don't get you motherfuckers. How did you fall? You're a multi-millionaire. Of all the women you can have in the world, why would you fall in love with a porn star, my nigga? Listen. If somebody knows Zion personally, let his ass know that I said this to him, man. Listen. Pussy can be great. Head can be great. Whatever you choose to do in the bedroom with the chick, you know what I mean, it is what you make it. But that shit ain't worth all your millions, my nigga. Great sex ain't all worth everything you got.
I don't even know. That's the one he got pregnant, right? That's the one that's having the baby. And then the so-called girlfriend is the one that keep harassing him.
Well, no. He got his girlfriend pregnant. And
that's the porn star.
No. That's
it's the opposite.
Right. And the porn star is the one that keep harassing, talking about she got sex tapes, she want this,
well,
she
she's
want
doing
that.
What a porn star does, though. I don't expect nothing less. I thought it was the other way around.
Nah, I'm not even understanding why his dumb ass even went there. I mean,
but he's young. Who says he cares?
Huh?
Who says he cares? Has he responded?
I mean, truthfully speaking, when it come to that type of shit, because truthfully, it don't matter. Like, it's something. It's really
She's
something
a porn
to talk
star,
about.
And that's not to say that she doesn't. It's so many different ways to look at it. But who says he cares? She's a porn star, and he did sounds from the sounds of it. And when I say that, she's making that obvious that he did porn star things with the porn star. Like today, I literally just read that she's like, I got sex tapes, and that's porn star
I'm gonna be real with you.
If she wants to release it, that's porn star things. Who are you hurting?
I'm gonna be real with you. I seen her work, and I ain't gonna knock you, Zion.
That's what I'm saying. So who's to say that he cares? He has a girlfriend. She's having a baby.
That's a nasty.
So who's to say that he cares?
Boy, I swear to God, I execute her.
I don't know that I knock. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. He's young. He's having fun. I don't know.
I mean, but he having fun.
Is it embarrassing because she's out there with it? Maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. I don't know. I can only speak, have boys. I don't know. As a mother, everything is going to always turn into me being a mother.
Hey, Tanya Jacobs, baby, that's my cuzzo watching. Thanks, baby.
I don't know.
Well, listen.
I don't know.
It's no knock to him. Like he young.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? He young, but I know some old niggas out here that be getting caught up.
I think that would be a whole different conversation.
I know niggas out here with niggas, yeah, man. Niggas be getting caught up in whole situations, man. I'm telling you, shit is real.
I think the moral of the story is to value your body, but that's not the type of conversation that people want to hear.
Hold up.
That's a conversation I would have as a mother.
Okay. So you gonna have that conversation with your son?
Yes.
I think
the same conversations that people have with their daughters is the same conversation I'm gonna have with my son.
I don't know.
Value your body.
I mean, yeah,
She's a porn star.
I get value your body. I get value your body, right? But
there's no but. There's no but. There's no but. There's no but.
Yo, listen.
There's no but.
Listen. He was fucking her raw as shit.
It's no but. Now he's a clown.
Who?
He's a clown now. Women talk about men the same way men sit around and talk about women. We sit around and talk about men. We say the same thing about men. Yo, he's easy. He's this. He's that. He gives up the dollars. We talk about men the same way.
It's a flip side to that too. It's a flip side to that. Motherfuckers hate. So you get bitch ass niggas that or say something bad about the chick to try to sway a nigga from
sway their friends or homeboys from not fucking with the broad because maybe they struck out or they ain't get to fuck with them. And you got the same thing with females. Females will talk that bullshit.
That's a different
and talk
conversation.
Talk bad about a nigga, and shit don't even be true to shit that they be saying.
What I'm talking about is what
I got sisters. I grew up in a family where I'm the only boy on my mother's side, so I knew like how that shit can play out as far as with the women and how y'all do shit. So go ahead and try to be slick and try to make it like y'all don't, and y'all motherfuckers do. I'm not
trying to be slick. I'm talking about what we're talking about. I'm saying what I'm saying is, I'm taking it back to what we were talking about. Women talk about men like men talk about women. When y'all sit around and talk about, oh, I fucked her, she's this, she's fat. It was easy. I fucked her. I did it like this. I didn't even have to do this. That's the same way we talk about men. I didn't even have to do this. I didn't even have that nigga's easy. I didn't have to do that. And not only did I not have to do that, he gave me this. He took me there. It's the same thing. I tell my boys the same. My sons the same thing. People tell their daughters.
I gotta ask a question. What you mean a nigga easy though?
The same way y'all talk about women.
Y'all petty as shit.
What do you mean? No, we're not petty. Why we petty?
But how does that make a nigga easy? What you mean? What defines easy with a guy?
Easy is no the same thing that defines that makes a woman easy. It makes a man easy. No conversation, no attention.
That's a double-edged sword.
It's not.
It is.
Yeah,
man.
it's the same thing. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. When you're talking about when you're talking about being of substance, being valued. It doesn't matter whether you're male or female. We can sit around and talk about God. Listen, do you know women, we judge men on how on the females that y'all choose? Like, what? Y'all become not attractive.
Yeah,
what? She's a bum. He's not attractive anymore.
Hold up. Ho.
Never had a job.
Let's be real.
She's always begging.
We're gonna be realistic.
She's this.
Now,
we judge you based off of it's done. We talk about men the same way y'all talk about females.
On my motherfucking show, I keeps that shit all the way 1,000. And you got a lot of niggas. People do shit for public opinion, do shit based off of public perception. Let's be fucking clear here. There's a lot of dudes, and it's a small percentage of men. To where as though every nigga got a bad duck in their arsenal.
Absolutely.
Man. Every nigga.
And so does
they got a bad duck and they probably got a big bitch. I promise you. Okay. Every nigga, all niggas.
I'll take that.
Listen, man. Niggas be.
That don't mean we ain't gonna talk about you.
Yeah, that's true. But what I'm saying to you is, same as with y'all.
Absolutely.
Every one of y'all, most of y'all keep a bum ass bullshit ass.
Most of us have had one, and if they weren't when we had them, they were before or after.
Yeah.
So it goes both ways, most definitely. I'm just making the point that I tell my sons the same thing people tell their daughters. My sons are as precious to me as people's daughters are to them,
and that's what's up. But you gotta, cause I done had conversations with my son about these fast ass chicks out here, and he listens. It's just the way that I was with my daughters. Well, how I am, especially with my youngest daughter. My oldest daughter, she grown now with a child of her own, and it's like how I am with my youngest daughter. Yo, I don't know, like I'm just overprotect. I've been that way like all my life as far as I've been like that with my sisters. I've been like that with my mother. I've been like that with my aunts and my cousins. Like, I'm overprotective of them. That's just who I am. Like, the one thing I can say, the great quality that I do have about myself is, like, if we together, you're not going to not feel safe in my presence. Mm-hmm. I can say that. Mm-hmm. You're going to feel protected. Mm-hmm. So, like, as far as all that other shit, like, I don't know, man. That's a conversation to be had because it's certain things that a man is going to discuss with his son that's going to be way different from the way a mother going to discuss it with her son. You get what I'm saying? Like, when you talk to your boys, you talk to your boys in a protective manner, correct?
Yes
and
no.
Do you give them the game?
I do because
I'm talking about because you a woman. So do you give them the cheat code?
I had to give them both because I had to.
But you give them a cheat code.
Yes, because I had to.
Oh, all right.
I had to. There was not a male presence all the time. And although I could not and cannot raise a man, I understood that I know that there is a difference between a male and a man, and I can do my best to present examples of each, so I can give them examples of each.
Okay.
So I can give them I can do my best to give them examples of each.
Okay. So
I can give them the game. I can give them a game from a woman's point of view. I can't give them a game from a man's point of view because I'm not a man. But I can give them game most definitely from a woman's point of view.
But what I'm saying is, do you give them the cheat code to where as though you put your son on point to let them know, like, put your sons on point, like, son, is she doing this?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
She that.
Why wouldn't
Look
I?
for this.
Why
Don't
wouldn't
do
I?
that.
Absolutely.
This, that,
even
third.
now, today, all three of them. Why would I not? Why would I
got
not?
to.
Absolutely.
But
again, from a woman, because I'm not a man, so I can't give them a perspective from a man, or I can't give them that perspective. But I most definitely all the time I'm giving them. They're just at the age now where those are the conversations that we're having about those when we're having adult conversations. Those are the perspectives that I'm giving them.
Okay, yeah, you because see, my whole thing is
I would be doing them a disjustice at this point if I didn't.
Yeah, you gotta keep that shit. You
if I don't tell them, who gonna tell them?
No, I'm not saying that. Woo. What we saying is, what I mean by the cheat code is the shit that women do. Let's be clear, bro. Like, women the best that ever did it. Let's be clear on that. You gotta give it up. At the end of the day, niggas do shit because of bitches. I mean, excuse my language, females. Niggas do shit. Like, that's just what it is. Like, niggas go buy these cars. Why? Now, it ain't just because that's the car you like. They doing it because they try and get this broad. Niggas dress a certain type of way to bag the bras. Niggas do this. Niggas do that. Niggas do this. Niggas do that. You got a small percentage that do it because that's how they feel. But for the most part, niggas be doing shit for the women, man. But what I'm saying is, it's a cheat code. Yeah, we could school our men. Yeah, a woman could teach a man how to love a woman, but a father could teach a son how to love a woman too. What I'm saying to you is, as far as the cheat code, as far as, females fake niggas out day in and day out. Let's be clear. It's a lot of niggas that's married to women, and they think they the only one they fucking.
Well,
you got some niggas that think that you had the best dick they ever had in their life. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta understand, like, women run game. Women know how to play on a man's emotions and play on a nigga ego.
That's a female. That's not a woman.
Females know how to do it, man. They the best that ever did it. Let's be clear on that. So they know how to do that. They know how to play on shit and fuck with a nigga and get the nigga head and get the nigga emotions and get a nigga all out his game and have a nigga like, that's why they're saying, like, the right woman you don't ever hear a nigga be like, the right woman by his side, he can go to the top. Niggas be feeling that way for real. They don't think beyond, I can go to the top by myself and then add her to it. No. Mm-hmm. Some niggas feel like they need a good woman behind them to make them go where they need to go. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But that goes both ways also. And I agree with you, Nicole Beard, and how Maurice said, what happens when they find out they can't? Well, they hit the road, Hal. That's my man Brown and shit. That's Sean Brown and shit. Hey, yo, you already know what it is, yo. That's my man. That's Brown. But no, all jokes aside, like, Different females do different shit. Different males do different shit. Everybody live by a certain code and certain principles, morals and principles. Everybody don't have the same morals, principles, and ethics and all that shit. Like, everybody live different. Like, we was just having this conversation earlier. I just had a conversation earlier about how, like, the older generation, like, it's different from how older, like, our generation, like the 40 and over club, is different from this younger generation. Like, it's totally different. Like, they don't have, it's like these younger people, like, it's no respect, no more, it's no nothing. Like, the way that they do stuff, like, all right, how old was you when you first got broke out your virginity?
16.
Damn. For real? Mm-hmm. See, I had some nasty ass, perverted ass uncles. So I was involved in some shit when I was young. I was involved in some shit young. You know what I mean? My uncles introduced me to dark room and chicks and shit like that when I was 12. So, like, I seen some shit when I was young. But I had my uncles, I was raised around some real niggas. But what I'm saying is, you got these kids talking about giving head at age 8 and 9. But you got to think about it, like, where does that come from? Like, this is what they exposed to. Like, they watching, you can go on the internet, you see porn. You can go on Instagram, and bitches shaking their ass, and people talking about giving head, and people doing this. You see that shit on regular TV now.
Yeah.
Cartoons and shit. Yeah. So these kids are exposed way different from what the fuck the shit that we was exposed to.
Well, I think I don't know that. I think the biggest difference is the family structure. I think that's the fault. It's not. I mean, the TV and radio and all that stuff is different. Yes, I agree. But I think the biggest the issue it falls on us. It's the family structure. Right. We are working people. Right. We are not like our grandparents. I grew up with both sets of grandparents, right?
Yeah, me too.
So in the summer, I went to one set of grandparents in Virginia. During the school year, I was with another set of grandparents while my mother worked her ass off. Yeah. She had assistance. She had help. I didn't have the help that my mother had. First of all, she was my mother and father were. My father was in the military, so he was always gone, right, until they got a divorce. So I was with family while my brother and I were with family while my mother worked. When I had my kids, my mother was still working. My mother was still working. Yeah. So my kids didn't have the structure, the family structure that my brother and I had. So they had, so my oldest son had a lot of responsibility that I didn't have because we were with my grandparents. Right, so he had the YouTube and then later came the social media. So my middle and youngest son, they don't know life without social media because that's what it was.
And that's crazy
but that's what it was though.
Right. And I understand. Like,
there was no life. I mean, by the time they got of age, it was social media. But they didn't have the structure. Their grandparents on both sides worked. Right. So it's a family thing. And until we buckle down and go back to what our ancestors did and homeschool and get back to the family structure. And it is a lifestyle change. I mean, I can talk about 100%. It. I say it lightly, but it is not easy. It is not easy at all. It down to daily activities. I'm at work. I throw my son in an Uber, a Lyft, down to simple things like that. It's not easy. It's a lifestyle change where we have different resources than our parents and grandparents had. It is a lifestyle change. It is not easy. But until we go back to those things, until those older family structures, this is what our children, our grandchildren, our great-grandchildren, this is what they're going to sit in front of the TV. They're going to be exposed to whatever is out there until we buckle down and get back to whatever we feel is priority, and whatever we feel our responsibilities are.
That's the thing, like priority based seem like that shit is out the window. Like,
well, your priorities might not be my priorities.
I get that. And see, this is the thing. It's like, it seemed like everybody is like it's no more big mamas, to be honest. Like, it's like I don't see like my grandmother and how my grandmothers were. I don't see that anymore.
Well, but again, that's because times are different. If I'm considered,
you got mothers that I know.
Well, our big mamas didn't work. They were retired.
But 50 and 60 year old, I know 50 and 60 plus year old women that's out this bitch looking good as a month, like trying to get hollered at and shit like that. Like, they want attention. Like, they do shit. Like, you can see them on social media. How old do you think I am?
Listen, I had a conversation yesterday at work.
Wear their ass out.
Listen, I'll take myself for example. I had a conversation at work yesterday with he's from Pakistan. He is 29 years old. He just learned that I'm 44. He couldn't believe it, right? His mother is 51. His father is 60. In his country, he has a home in his country. So his wife is from somewhere else. He said so I said to him, when you and your wife have kids, will you move back home or will they come here? He says, I don't know, because, and I said, because they're so young, will they help you and your wife raise your kids? And he says, they're so old. That's what he said. And I said, old how? He says, in my country, they work so hard. They're young in age, but physically, they're so old. They're useless. So at 51 and 60 years old, they are useless. They are already retired.
So what the fuck are they doing?
So listen. So back to what you said. I am 44. I'm not out trying to get hollered at, like you said, but I am 44, someone that's full of youth. I have a almost 26-year-old. So let's just say in 4 years, I'll be 48. Let's just say he'll be 30. I may be a grandmother in 4 years. At 48 years old, my son will be 30.
I'm a pop.
Right? Exactly. Same thing. But we're still so full of youth.
Yeah.
Our parents and grandparents at our age were not so full of youth.
No.
So it's that alone is so different. It's so different. We have to, but when I think of just my grandparents, my mother's parents, they took care of my brother and I, but my mother took care of them.
Let me read these comments. Nicole Beard said there's no morals or respect for themselves, both women and men. Because Denise Corner said because they are exposed to it. I'm assuming she's speaking about the kids. Yeah. She said it's all over. Nicole Beard came back to say we have to remember that things change, and so do people. The things that we got into when we were younger aren't the things that our parents were into, and that's a fact. LaTanya Jacobs said nothing is off limits nowadays, which is sad. We don't have any say over what our kids are exposed in today's world. So I feel like I'm going to tell mine before the world do.
Yeah.
And I agree with that 100%, Tanya, because at the end of the day, I'd rather my kids hear from me than to hear from their friends. Nicole Beard came back to say, so just think about how the kids will be within the next 20 years. We're doomed. Nicole Beard also says, so are you saying that because a woman in her 60s should be home raising her grandkids? No, that's
No.
That's not what I'm saying, Nicole. All I'm going to say is live your life. Like I said, we come up in a different time and age where back then, like she said, like a lot of women wasn't working. They didn't have to. They had husbands that was paying everything and said, stay your ass
and that's
home,
still the case
take
now.
care of the kids. I mean, you still got that in some cases, but it's a different time, like a time period. Like the cost of living is, I can't speak for everybody, but bills. When I tell you, like the cost of living is through the roof, Like that shit crazy. I mean, I call it adulting. I don't really complain about it because it's just, I feel like it comes with being an adult.
You choose the lifestyle.
That's another thing. You choose your lifestyle. Whatever works for you and how you choose to live, you stay in your financial lane. Mm-hmm. I'm in my financial lane. I'm a whine every now and then, but I'm in my financial lane and everybody in their financial lane. So I deal with things accordingly.
So Nicole, I'm not saying specifically to stay home and raise your grandkids in your 60s. I'm just saying that as a family and when I say family, that's exactly what I mean. Your kids, what's important to you and your kids, how you and your kids how you choose to raise your kids, and how you and your kids choose to raise your grandkids. These are things that we have to have conversations about. And we're so youthful now. At 60, if I'm 44 now and I'm so full of youth, at 60, I'm still, I can imagine that I'm still going to be working and still full of youth. But if my children have children and I'm still working, but they need my help, but I still have to work to maintain my lifestyle, then that's a conversation that I would expect for my children to have with me, because I have a lifestyle, I have needs. That's a conversation that we have to have as a family, to sit down and talk about what's important and how I have to maintain my family, or how we can maintain our family. What are our responsibilities and what we value, and what are our responsibilities as a family? That's what I'm saying.
So I'm going to say this because I just had this conversation as well. I had this conversation a couple days ago. It seemed like with all the elders that have passed away, all of us have those old school family members, our dear aunts and uncles and grandparents that may have passed away. And it seemed like when they passed away, a lot of the traditional stuff that families do went with them. Mm-hmm. And what I mean by that is, like, case in point, my family. I ain't been to a family reunion on my end in years. Mm-hmm. I don't even really see old school family reunions no more. Shit like you see on TV and in movies. Yep. Like, you don't even see that really no more. Yep. I know it's a few families out here who they families still keep it together. It was passed down through the traditions, and our generation, like my generation or whatever, they got it, going on or whatever, to where as though they get it together. But it seemed like after a few family members that was full of life that really handled all that pass away, they let that shit go. Like, we had a thing in my family where, we went to Disney World every year. We would ride on 2 coach buses, the whole family. We would stay in hotels along the way and get up in the morning, go eat breakfast together, pray, get back on, and we all in Disney World, and we doing this and doing that. Yep. Like, I got a cousin that I literally grew up with, that I just seen at the cookout this past weekend. And when I saw him, right, he was like, "Cuz, why you don't call me?" I said, "Because I've extended the invite to you to be around me plenty of times, and you don't call me." So, I mean, why I gotta be the one to keep, we gotta get better. Yeah, keywords, we. You can't place the blame on everybody if you're not the one that's putting forth no effort. Everybody want to pass the buck. Nobody want to take accountability for shit. And it's like, I would have had talks with my sisters and shit about, like, we need to, why don't we get together? We would use our resources and we throw a big ass family reunion and let our generation handle it and this, that, and the third. But our generation dropped the ball. I don't fuck with that person, and I don't mess with them, and I don't fool with them, and our side is this, and this
and
side
the crazy
is that.
part is, family reunions where ain't nobody fuck with somebody.
Yeah.
They would sit off on the side and talk about somebody, and nowadays you don't know who your family is, because don't nobody know nobody. People done got married twice, 3 times, it's broken families, step kids, and you don't know who is who.
I tell people all the time, like, I have friends. I have friends that are more family than my actual fucking family. And it's not a shade throw or not trying to be fun. It's true.
Yeah.
Like, blood, just because you blood, that don't make y'all the shit. I mean, that just make y'all blood. At the end of the day, I've got friends right now, man, that's more close to me that'll call and break their fucking neck for me as a friend. That ain't my fan. And I got a family member that'll shy me up, won't answer my call. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's if I need, and I don't call on nobody, ask nobody for shit. But that's just, it's just an example.
At this point, we just need to have family reunions just to know who the hell our family is.
Yeah, we do, man.
So we not procreating with family.
Right. Latanya Jacobs said, my fault. What I mean by that is there are things that are coming up that we have yet to learn how to navigate through. Colbert says, sad but unfortunately true. How Marie said, throw a couple of dollars behind that. Boom. Tanya Jacobs came back and said, it's new to us, so we figuring out as it happens. Bills, raising kids, buying food, clothes, etc.
Latanya, listen. Let me comment to Latanya. So this is why I know that we're stuck in this no new friends. And we're stuck in our bubbles now because we've been done wrong. We've been hurt so many times and we're afraid to let people in. I used to feel like that. That used to be me. I'm addicted now to even though I still might be in a corner somewhere and just listening and shutting up. But I'm opening up.
Be better than
I'm opening up. I'm at least in a room full of strangers. I still might be in a corner, but I'm at least in the room full of strangers. But it is important to hear people, to listen to people, even if you don't agree with their perspective. You still, I just had this conversation with my man, but you still you still learn things from people, even if you don't agree with them. But this is why it's important to have these conversations, to listen to these podcasts, to engage with people that are not, who do not think just like you, to not always be the smartest person in the room, to be in a place where you can listen and learn. This is why it's important. What you may be an expert in, someone is very ignorant in. They don't know. We are all products of our environment.
Yeah, and it don't make you dumb enough or slower. It just means that some people
just have not experienced it yet.
In that particular area.
And this is how we learn. It's how we learn. It opens your it broadens your horizons. We don't know everything, and you don't know what you don't know. It's just that simple.
Hal Maurice come back to say, what happens to those traditional values when you see someone doing better than you and you feel deprived mentally, physically, spiritually, etc. I hear what you're saying, but for me, Hal, aka Brown, for me, I don't look at shit from that standpoint. I'm the type of person, like, I like people to win. You know what I mean? Like, so if a person is doing good, I encourage them. And if they doing that much greater than me, then I might ask them some questions. That's just for me. That's just me. I'm just that type of dude. Like, I'm not, I encourage, I want us to get ahead. I think that's our biggest stumbling block and biggest problem. We be focused on the wrong shit. It be motherfuckers out here that could give you a couple vitamins that might help you excel to the next level. But people, we so caught up in ego and pride and stupid shit that we don't allow ourselves to get here. We make ourselves fall short because of that stupid ass shit. I'm not one of them guys. Like, for me, I gotta be I'm the type that I'm gonna ask questions. I'm gonna pick your brain because I want to know, okay, if this nigga doing this and he doing that, I'm doing this over here. Now I got this income, I got this income, that income, that income, that income. My income's streams of income is serious, but I'm still here. This nigga got less income than me, and he's soaring. So what's going on? I need to know questions, this, that, and the third. But sometimes, man, ask questions. You know what I mean? Don't look at it as a thing where motherfuckers doing that much better than you, because that's not always the case. You gotta sometimes just pick motherfuckers, yo. You got some people that got drive and ambition to wanna get more. You got some people that wake up with the mentality like, I'm trying to be 10 steps ahead of where I was tomorrow. You know what I mean? And in order to do that, I got to do this and I got to do that. And a lot of that got to do with a lot of self-discipline, yo. That's a problem with us. Yo, we don't have discipline, yo. We don't. I think we do, but I don't think we apply it to our lives like we should. You know what I mean? If we did, then, man, there'd be a lot of motherfuckers in higher places than what the fuck we is. Hal Maurice came back and said, people give up before they see the finished generational product. He said, settle for whatever. Even the environmental rooms are even if it's short-term gain. Okay. Really, family isn't always blood. And Hal Maurice came back and said, as an impressionable child with no guidance. And Erica said, LaTanya Jacobs, I've checked it out like twice. She talked about the show probably. But I'm just saying, man, like, it just coming up, just different backgrounds, different things that you exposed to is
like, you know, like I always say, like how they always talk about the divorce rate.
Oh, man.
The divorce rate, and they talk about how black families and all this other stuff. Well,
the average divorce lasts, like on paper, this is public information, the average divorce rate, like, is 5 years. The average marriage lasts 5 years.
But
these
if you
days.
don't have a example of a relationship, a healthy relationship,
but I think that's overrated.
What does it matter how long you're married? Because you're getting married and you don't know what. First of all,
why are you getting married? That's my question.
First of all, what does it matter? What does it matter if your parents or grandparents were married for 20, 30, 40,
50.
Even 50 years if it wasn't healthy? You define what's healthy. You define what's healthy to them is what's healthy to them. What's healthy between you and your partner is what's healthy between y'all. They might have wanted a dog and y'all might have allergies. And now one of y'all got allergies and one of y'all don't. So now that's y'all arguing. So now that makes it unhealthy. Or one of y'all is financially, one of y'all, I don't know, whatever. But you define what's healthy and what's not. But if you don't have an example of something, how do you even form a basis for something? How do you form a basis of a marriage if you don't have an example, if you don't have anything to work off of to start something? Do you know how, and not to say that it's not possible, but do you know how much hard work it is to start something, to go get married, to where do you start? Okay, where do you start? Okay, you know how much turmoil and heartache and hurt and pain that you probably have to endure to overcome all of these obstacles to create a healthy marriage, stay married forever.
So this is my thing. So the number one question you got to ask yourself is, why are you getting married? I say this all the time. I believe a lot of people get married for the wrong reasons. I don't think
Well, before you even get there, your wrong reasons might be my right reasons. As long as the two people that are getting married agree that they have the right reasons among the two of them. Whatever the right or wrong reasons are, as long as the two people that are getting married agree that they are getting married for the right reasons, then they are the right reasons.
Okay, so me and you have a baby.
If we feel that's the right reason.
Me and you have a baby. and we be like,
if that's
all
our
right, so
common,
we need to get better. Let's both get married because we think that's right for the
if
child.
that's our common goal, then it's going to work. If that's what we choose to make,
because who am I?
If
to
that's
tell
what we
you
choose,
that's wrong.
Right. If that's what we choose to focus on, if that's what we're putting our focus on to make it work,
I get that.
Then that's what we're going to base. Our marriage is going to be based around this baby.
And then we're going to wonder
and
why
we're going to
we're not happy.
No.
Listen. Common sense. That's how I look at this shit.
You're looking at, but listen. If that's our goal, if the baby is our goal, is our common goal, then we're going to set all of our goals around the baby. Okay, now hear me out. This is the baby. We're setting all our goals around the baby. Now, when it comes to setting our goals, they're not going to be the same as somebody that's really in love, and love is their common goal. It's not going to be the same because we want the baby to be our common goal. Love that's their common goal. So the baby is this common goal. So our common goal is going to be the baby. We're to make the baby happy. We're co-parenting. But when it comes to sex and when it comes to finances, we got some decisions to make. That's when we have some decisions to make. And so we have we got to talk about it. Right. These are all, we got to communicate. But we're setting the goal. But our common goal is the baby. You understand what I'm saying? So it can work. It's just the common goal. We still have to communicate. It's still an agreement. It's just the common goal. We still have to communicate. We're still married. It's just the common goal. It's just we're trying to. I think the biggest problem is we want to tell everybody because we feel a certain way. We want to tell everybody how they should do things when we don't know how they should do things because we in a business. It's not our business. We're trying to tell them how they should do their shit. Even if they're in love, we should tell them, oh, you cheating. We see them out with such and such. Oh, he cheating. Yo, I seen such and such out with such and such. He cheating. That. We don't fucking know.
I don't do that.
I'm just saying we don't know though. No, we don't know their agreement. We in their business.
I'm gonna be real with you. Like, I've been out a couple times where I may have seen somebody I know that's married. And I mind my business. I'm not one of them type of niggas.
Why are you minding your business?
Why am I minding my business?
Yeah.
Because I'm not trying to be that guy that go to this person and say X, Y, and Z.
Okay, but who is that? Who is this person?
The person could be a friend of mine's mate.
All right, stop right there. Uh-huh. Now, do you have certain people though that you like? Yo, I just seen certain people or everybody.
I'm gonna tell you why.
Answer my question though. Is it certain people or is it anybody? You just minding your business.
Anybody.
Okay.
And the reason
not me. I got certain people. Certain people I'm taking pictures.
I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why I say that. I've been in situations where I pull people up.
Yeah.
Privately. Mm-hmm. You know, I'm not a grandstand, want to be seen and have an argument or blast a person and shit like that. Mm-hmm. You say stuff to people flip on you. Mm-hmm. They make it like you
the problem.
You this, that, and the third, when in all actuality, if I'd have just minded my business and didn't say nothing, let you be the fool. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, that shit crazy. It's crazy how shit be.
I know.
But if I had to learn a lot of shit with me, I learned through trial and tribulations, like through regular life journey shit. And that might not, like for you said for you, certain people, this, that, and the third. Mm-hmm. That's how I was at first. Mm-hmm. But then it's like after life's experiences have you go through what you go through with the certain people, it make you just, you know what? I'm minding my motherfucking business. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So whatever you do, you do. Mm-hmm. You get caught because I'm one that believes that all dirt come out in the wash. Mm-hmm. If a person is genuinely being good to you and you dogging that motherfucker, The shit gonna catch up with
I
you
say that
eventually.
because there's certain people, you rocking, I'm rolling. It don't matter. But I'm not. It's no way I'm out. I'm seeing you with somebody else.
Unfortunately, the way life dealt me the
It's
cards.
it's not that many,
The
but it's
cards
certain
that
people
dealt to
that
me,
if I
rocked
see
and
you
rolled
and I
with
know
motherfuckers.
these people.
Listen.
I'm calling you. I'm FaceTiming you. Yo,
Listen.
look, you see what I see? All right, that's all I called you for. And that's it. Is everything else after that is not my business. If you want to talk about it, we can talk about it. If you don't, we don't. But I'm not walking past it. I'm not ignoring it. I'm not minding my business.
I've also seen
you rocking, I'm rolling, and
I've
that's
also
it.
seen motherfuckers, females, niggas that I know that see me and I get them this look and they get the niggas and get out of there. I seen that too. So like that's just what it be. You know what I mean? Like I stand on a bro code, you know what I'm saying? And I stand on a lot of morals, principles, and values. And for me, it's just certain shit I just feel that you just don't do as a man. And I feel like it's just certain shit that you just, you know what I mean? It's a certain way that you're supposed to conduct yourself. My thing is if I come to you as a brother and say, bro, look, this is the situation, boom, 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 boom. And I put you on point, and then you go back and throw me under the bus. Yeah, Robbie said he seen you, or whatever the case may be. And motherfucker, you like, and then you get that phone call and you hear her in the background. Hey, bro, what you say, such and such? Fuck him. That bitch ass nigga, he said such and such. He ain't see me. Blah, 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 blah,
Oh,
blah.
I don't care about none of that.
And you be like, damn, like, what the fuck?
Oh, yeah, I don't care about none of that.
Like, you be like, whoa.
I see you out.
That's
I'm
true.
interrupting. Hey, how y'all doing?
That's true, but it don't always go. I'm telling you, like, certain situations.
I understand.
Certain
I
situations
understand
be
exactly
like how
what
they
you're saying,
be.
but I don't care.
That's why.
For the ones I'm rocking and rolling with, I take all of
Listen.
that. And there's no hard feelings. Because it's no hard feelings.
It's nothing personal. It's no hard feelings. It's no nothing. Mine's my business. Whatever you do. I just look at you, shake my head. You ain't got to worry about me ratting on you. Just period. I ain't got nothing to do with what you do. That's y'all business. I mind my motherfucking business. That's all I'm going to say. And that's just where I'm at with that. But before we wrap it up, and get ready to get out of here because we got like a couple minutes left. What would you say benefits you the most to do for your close friends to help them prosper?
We check in. We check in with each other. The last month or so, my close friends and I have not just life. Life has been life, and nothing good, nothing bad, just life. We check in with each other, and I don't know. That's it. We check in. That's how we prosper. We check in, and we either vent or we ask questions. We just make sure that you don't have to be strong. You don't have to be weak, but we check in. We understand that life, it lifes. You know, we real mothers around here. We real fathers around here. We are workers. We are in school. We have businesses. We're doing a little bit of every. We're children, we are aunts, we're uncles, we're cousins, whatever the relationship roles, whatever they are, but we checking in. And I really, really feel like, you know, I'm a big, y'all always say it, I'm in my bubble. I stay in my bubble. My people, I know my people love me and they know I love them, but that's what we do. And I really feel like, I know they help me prosper in that way by checking in. If they haven't heard from me, they check in. And if I haven't heard from them, I check in. And I think that's what, I know that's what keeps me going. That's what helps me prosper.
Well, as far as I'm gonna say this, and then we out of here. That's just where I'm at with it. Like, I ain't gotta talk to everybody every day. I check in. I hit you just to check, see if you all right, and if you good, and if you straight, then we good. You know what I mean? That's what works for me. I ain't gotta beat your phone down every day, and I ain't gotta talk to you, had long, drawn out conversations with you every day. What's understood don't need to be explained, and I don't think you get no better than that. But it's been real with y'all today, man. I appreciate y'all for checking out Rob's Room. This is the one and only Big Rob and my co-host Shannon Bobannon. Coming up next, y'all, we got the Bro Show coming live with me, Big Fats, motherfucking Kenny, the motherfucking Life Cultivator, and Samuel Speaks. We will be in the building, and we will have a great conversation and topics for everybody that's going to tune in. So we appreciate the love. We appreciate the support. Peace.
Peace.